Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Colours vivid. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Throw in.
Ndidi.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I would have to say Victor Osimhen, Peter. Africa has always produced some outstanding striking talents, and this is the man I see as the latest in that line. He's fast, he's powerful, he's very athletic, and he looks the perfect man.
And it's been given away.
And reclaimed it in a trice.
Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Knocks it into space.
No, that's been intercepted.
Well, that is...
Oh no, this does not look good.
Iwobi. Ndidi. Well, that has not gone well. Looking for the run.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add...
And a chance!
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Morocco really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Still goalless.
Hakimi calmly anticipates. Sanusi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
And that's a throw-in.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Amrabat, looking to play him in, hangs in across, Ben Seguir! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Aims beyond the defence. Finds himself...
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The major moment in the game.
Golden opportunity wasted.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Unahi does really well to win the ball there. Ainawi, shot could chance! Can he spark a counter here? That has ended up in no man's land. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Ben Seguir. Oh, lovely bit of skill. En-Nesyri. Unahi. Chance for a shot!
Now, who's going to be first to this?
And it's Hakimi. Now it's Brahim Diaz.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Lookman. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Ben Seguir. And he's only too happy to take that back. Pass somewhat off target. Chukwueze.
And that'll be the last act of the first half.
So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Today, everybody, to make sure
Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, not converting the spot kick will be the subject of much half-time debate, but you know, disappointment on one side and relief on the other, and that can be transformed now into a match-winning determination. So here's to that.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Morocco clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Ben Saguir, he is onto this. Ndidi. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's El Ainaoui. Now it's Ben Saguir. Can he get it through? And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Morocco have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Hakimi. Nigeria needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Chukwueze. That's a throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Ndidi. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now that's well seen too. Now, can they get him away? Shot at goal! Goal! The breakthrough strike! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And the pass is intercepted. Nigeria are looking to break at pace. And he welcomes it in. Great chance! That's a half-decent try.
Iwobi certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Referee's given a throw. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Looking for options for movement. Tries to play it through. And he was quick to react.
Nigeria really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's En-Nesyri. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Bassi cuts it out. Great vision. Threads one in. That is a brilliant interception.
Morocco nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Well read, nice interception. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Unahi. Can he get on the end of this? Played through for the wide man. Now it's El Ainaoui. Played into space out wide. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. It's not an especially good pass, that. Zaidou Sanusi. And that is that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Brahim Diaz claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A
everybody.
clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
We have already started here. Cucurella.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and
Haaland! It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Probing pass. Oh, important interception. Palmer. Rodri knocks it into space. Brilliantly cut out. Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. Palmer. Over to the left. Pedro Neto. That is good alertness. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pass is just off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, good spread. Chelsea are looking to break at pace. Cherki looking to play him in. That's a cute ball. Foden. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Cucurella. Passing is crisp and sharp. Palmer. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Fernandez. He's going to be disappointed with that. Pedro Neto. That's been cut out, well played. Threads one in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And it's Rodri. Real chance! Palmer. Guardiola. And the finish! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
.3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Cucurella. Oh, what a mistake! And he's managed to get free. That is a brilliant interception. Caicedo is fouled. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
And we come
It's
to
an
you
eye-catching
now with a
scoreline,
quick request
but it's
for
a
support
fair
for
reflection
our
on what
charity
we've just
fund,
seen in this
Chance in
first half,
Football.
Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the
Everyone,
very
please
end.
welcome
No
our
slip-ups.
players.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And the game has already resumed here. Nicely shaped ball. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's good play. Bernardo Silva has it in a wide position. James. Palmer. Distributed tidily. Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Palmer. No way through there. Oh, super find. And the shot! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Now this could be a chance. And that is expertly dealt with. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Doku. And Bernardo Silva! It's in! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
It's become a case of men against boys. Chalobah. James. And it's Caicedo. And Fernandes.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Caicedo wins the duel this time. Doku. Bernardo Silva. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Palmer gets into some space. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Foden. Ruben Dias gets across to intercept that.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Gets his head on it! No, got right underneath it.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Played out to the left flank. It's a promising position. Palmer. He's a sharp little ball here. That has not gone well. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's got away. Nice interception, well timed. Cherki. Haaland is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Doku. Rodri. Just 5 minutes left. Good running, strong and purposeful. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Doku looking to run onto it. Chance! And he's missed it.
There will be 3 minutes added
James.
time.
Oh no, this does not look good. No way through. And the shot! In he goes again.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And it's been taken short. Great vision. The ball goes in. That has been knocked clear. And that's it. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Haaland voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter.
Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That is ended up in no man's land. Müller! And he's done it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Tries to pass it through. Chouameni. Güler. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. De Ligt attempts a clearance. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. He's a sharp little ball here. And the shot! And it's come back out to him. He scores! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Out to the right.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think...
Oh, smashing header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Tries a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Alexander-Arnold and Güler. Mount. Šeško. That's a good run down the left. Vinicius Junior picks it up out wide. This might spell danger. Big chance! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Casemiro, Mount, and it's Shaw. Nicely shaped ball, nicely intercepted. Mount, Bruno Fernandes. That's been cut out, well played. Tries to play it through. Approaching the half-hour mark. Vinicius Junior. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Could try cutting inside here. And he's managed to get... And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
That's a lovely, neat pass. It's played through for him. This look... Real chance! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. He's found a way through. He's been caught on it here. Bellingham. Goulet. Alexander-Arnold. And the counter is on. And here's Vinicius Junior.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Flashes it across. Oh, that was vital. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Looking tidy in possession here. The message is clear, none shall pass. Rudiger.
2 added minutes.
Mazraoui kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Bellingham. Madrid is having a shot! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Madrid, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Vinicius Junior, great vision, and he's in on goal. Can he finish? It's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
It's become a case of men against boys. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. A lot of space ahead of... And a chance! No, it's wide.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Mazraoui. Casemiro. Mount. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his way. And the finish! Oh, terrific save.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Bruno Fernandes with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the keeper's given it away. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He's shifting through the gears here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Time and again they are repelled. Tchouaméni and Güler. Oh, that's well spotted.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable.
Vinicius Junior looking to get on the end of this. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Bruno Fernandes. Mazraoui. Tchouaméni promptly onto that, and that is that. Eder Militao. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Great defending, strong and determined. That looks a good ball through. And he's quick to get it clear again. Out for a throw. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. That is a great pick out. He is through here. He's on it, can he get away? Decent chance! And yes, it's there! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Tchouaméni, Güler, and reclaimed it in a trice. Looking for the run. Oh, well measured. There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mount. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Somewhat off target. Mbappe. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. That is good alertness. Mazraoui. He's in space and looking for options. Mazraoui. Passes short and sharp. Can he get on the end of this? Into the last 5 minutes. Now, can they get him away?
That's positional gold. The utilisation.
He's got full. Rodrigo. Goulet. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it into space. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Threads one in. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's searching, takes a shot! Really well taken goal. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. And that's that. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
We have already started here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the...
Oh, terrible pass. Mount. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I've always liked the look of Mason Mount. We all know about his technique, Peter, but it's his movement off the ball, which is expected from a number 10 these days. His ability to make use of the movement around him is beginning to stand out more and more too.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Goulet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rodrigo. Madrid have had the ball in promising areas, but nothing to show for it. That is good alertness. Bellingham shifted it to the flank. Tries to pass it through. Oh, played through for the wide man. Big chance! And he's done it! The breakthrough strike! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Goulet. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Showing great feet there. Great ball, and he shapes to shoot! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Goulet. Mount distributed tidily.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's had a shot! It's hit the upright. Oh, that's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Tchouaméni knocks it into space. Mbappe! Oh, it's come off the upright. Casemiro. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's Mount. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now, who's going to be first to this? He has found a way through. Decent chance! No mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Now, this could be a chance. Shot could be... Goes for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Well read, and the danger is averted. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And here's Güler. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or...
Oh, shooting chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Eder Militao. And we hit half-time.
OK, apart from the obvious mishap, it's been a good half. They're still in the driving seat.
Madrid are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3 goals to 1.
An information bulletin from the regional police department. Everyone, please welcome our players.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Vinicius Junior and Güler, Alexander-Arnold, and it's Arda Güler. Gets a good foot in there. Looking to play. Can he finish? This is their second corner of the game. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tchouaméni. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Mazraoui. Casemiro. De Ligt. Tries to play it through. That's the keeper's ball. Menu. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. Out of play for a throw. And it's Bruno Fernandes. It's a good spell of possession, this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
70,987.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Rudiger. And it's been given away.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Casemiro. Clipped into space. That's an excellent interception.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Eder Militao gets across to intercept that. Oh, perfectly measured that. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Sends it crossfield. That is ended up in no man's land. Vinicius Junior. Here's Tchouaméni. That's been cut out, well played. Well, that pass isn't the best. Menu. Shaw. He's had it taken off him. Güler looking to add to his goal. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you're willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mazraoui. Oh, they could be caught out here. Mazraoui cuts out the pass. Can he get onto this? Now that's well seen too. Nicely shaped ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Spread it left. Pass somewhat off target. Can he get it through? That looks a good ball. And he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
The goal scorer,
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Madrid grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Goulet. It's a really well-measured ball. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Eder Militao. Bruno Fernandes does really well to win the ball there. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Added time.
Menu looking to penetrate opposition. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Bellingham taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
And already we're underway here. It's a pretty loose pass. Pickford getting this one clear. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Bellingham. It's a promising position. Looking for options for movement. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Ramos. In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, nicely intercepted. Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. He's in plenty of space here. Not the most accurate pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Cole Palmer could be standout here, Peter. We sometimes see him in a centre-forward position, but I like...
And the shot! Goal, England! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Knocks it into space. Now it's Saka. And he was alert to it. Pedro Neto. He's a sharp little ball here. Tries to play it through. Bullish header! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. England are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Gonzalo Ramos. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Rafael Leao powering forward here. Well timed, excellent interception. Nicely weighted ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Bellingham. Cleared without hesitation. Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rafael Leao. Guehi goes steaming forward. Rafael Leao. Vitinha. And he welcomes it in. He has found the way through. They're urging him to shoot. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rashford gets into a good position.
Rashford really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And they win it back again. Bruno Fernandes.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Oh, that's a key interception. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And he is going into that little black book. Guehi. For Palmer. And here's Saka. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Guehi. Now it's Rashford. Look at the space here. He's having a shot! Pedro Neto.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Palmer! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
England find a position of real strength now. Rafael Leao. That has been cut short. Now it's Bellingham, and this is Kane. He's found a way. It's Kane! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And there's the end of the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
England are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable.
Vamos dar uma sessão calorosa aos nossos jogadores. Substituição para Portugal. Número 9. Número 20.
Here's the start of the second half.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 15.
Moves beyond the defence. It is a corner, good chance. England with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's on it, can he get away? And now a sudden chance to counter. Guehi cuts it out. Now it's Saka. Rice. Oh, lovely bit of skill. That's a good ball out wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kane gets his head on it! Kane is flagged offside. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's a really well-measured ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Looking for the run. Nelson Semedo. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He came in hard, very hard. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham driving, real chance! And he's missed it.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
João Neves to Bruno Fernandes. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Rice. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Can he get on the end of this? And he was quick to react. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that has not gone well. Pedro Neto tries to pass it through. Guehi with the clearance, and smartly reclaimed. Rice, and it's Rashford. Threads one in. Diogo Costa claims comfortably. It's not an especially good pass, that. Vitinha, João Neves, played out to the right. Bruno Fernandes receives it in a good position here. Lewis Skelly. Rice. Rashford. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto picks it up out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Corner then. England have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a cute ball. Rice was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Saka. That is good strength. Now it's come to nothing. And he's taking no chances there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nelson Semedo. And he's managed to get free. Bellingham. Rice chips it through. Not the most convincing of passes. Rice is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's a little off target. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Diogo Costa looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. England are having a ball here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Face to face with the keeper. Chance! Oh, terrific save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And this is Kane. And a chance! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. England, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Kane, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals. Your final thoughts, Jim?
England definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Well read, nice interception. Looking to play him in. Rafael Leao with the cross. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
That has not gone well. Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Rice, out to the left it goes. Looking for options for movement. And now he's tried one! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
João Neves is offering a right smile there.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold hurtling down that right flank. Decent chance! Quarter of an hour played. He's going to be disappointed with that. Still goalless. And they're not going to make any further progress now. João Neves. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And this is Kane. That's a good ball out wide. Short changes him with that pass.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Palmer! In he goes again. Goal, England! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
England are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Threads one in. Oh, that's well spotted. He's a sharp little ball here. Shot at goal! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Rafael Leao. That is good alertness. England have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that's a good ball. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Saka. And he's straight offside. Knocks it into space. Tries a shot! Just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Pickford is there to clear. Ruben Dias kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Dealt with nicely by the defence. João Neves. Now that's well seen too. Lewis Skelly, tidy with his distribution. Rice. Palmer. Palmer. And he's in on goal. He's shifting through, and the shot! João Neves. That has been slung wide. Well, that pass isn't the best. Pickford.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Defending was strong and firm. Gets a good foot in there. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
England really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
England are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And we are already promptly back underway. Palmer. Played out to the left flank. Bruno Fernandes. No, again there's no way through. Palmer. Saka. Alexander-Arnold. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, great header! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Well, it's very well played because it's so easy to get those wrong.
A case now of complete control.
England have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
That's a shade optimistic. Bellingham. That has ended up in no man's land. Vitinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bellingham. Aims beyond the defence. There's the shot! And he hits the net! Players ecstatic. Fans delirious. This is utopian. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And it's been given away. It's Rashford! João Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Palmer. Tries to play it through. And that was very necessary. Cristiano Ronaldo. Stones. And Guehi. And it's Palmer. Now it's Vitinha. Great vision. Now there's a fine ball. He's got tall. And that has faded wide.
England really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Chance! He's got a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
England are having a ball here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be...
Bruno Fernandes! Oh, terrific save.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Pass somewhat off target. Kane. João Cancelo. Francisco Conceição. And it's Lewis Skelly. Spread it left. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot could be on. Real chance! Has another go! It's there! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Vitinha. Guehi cuts it out. Palmer. Now it's Rashford. That ball looks a good one. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Just eases him off the ball. The ball has bounced loose now. Bruno Fernandes. Rice promptly onto that, and that is that. Stones. Rice. It's a pretty loose pass. Now he's got space here. Bruno Fernandes. Can he get on the end of this? Not the most accurate pass. Gonzalo Inacio. For João Cancelo. Rice gets a foot in here. Now it's Bellingham. Palmer. And here's Kane. Inacio does really well to win the ball there. Well, that is one way to stop him. Vitinha with the foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Vitinha. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's not a chance! It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Bruno Fernandes. Now Gonzalo Inacio. And we're done. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Kane collecting the match ball, and it is his. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it. And they did.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. It is a true heavyweight. Great chance! Superb goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
England are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Diogo Costa gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well-timed, excellent interception. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Lewis Skelly, passing is crisp and sharp, and here's Saka. Well, that pass isn't the best. Bruno Fernandes, and he cuts out the supply. Could be danger here. Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a shot! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Guehi gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Kane. Now it's Rashford. Bellingham, he has found a way through. Chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Armour is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He's found a way through. Can he fit it? Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. England have themselves a chance from the spot. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. Goal, England! Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Marcou para a Inglaterra. Aos 22 minutos de jogo, o camisola número 9.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Guehi promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Saka. And it's Palmer. And he plays one through. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. England presented with a golden opportunity here. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Marcou para a Inglaterra.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Rashford. Now, can they get him away? Bellingham. Bruno Fernandes. Can he get onto this?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
England have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Bellingham is onto this. Good read, needed to be. Oh, there's a probing ball. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Rafael Leao. Vitinha looking for options for movement. Threads one in. Chance! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So now the difference is 3. No, that's been intercepted.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Lewis Skelly. Rice. For Palmer. Bellingham. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's Palmer. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Conceição providing an outlet on that flank. And he's quick to get it clear again. Lewis Skelly. Tries to pass it through. Takes a shot! He scores! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for them.
And we've reached half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Rashford gets into a good position. He's being urged to shoot. And the shot! And he hits the net! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
How many? Just how many? It's starting to look like a done deal now. And he was quick to react. Guéhi. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Guéhi shapes to shoot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
England really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Rafael Leao is sharing after that one. And it's Palmer. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
England clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Swings, he rises! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Vitinha. Francisco Conceição. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that was not the case. Saka showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nice looking ball. Good ball over the top. Pickford claims comfortably. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. João Cancelo. He's going to be disappointed with that. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Palmer. Oh no, this does not look good. Goal! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. It's become a case of men against boys. Conceição. Looking to play him in. Rashford in acres of space out wide.
That's just playing it safe.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. João Neves. Picked out Saka! Now, who's going to be first to this? Nuno Mendes. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. João Cancelo. João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great defending, strong and determined. Shoots! And it's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Cancelo. Portugal looking to pass their way through. That's a nicely weighted pass. Pickford breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Board shows there will be 3. Big chance! Alexander-Arnold. And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Kane, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
And already we're underway here. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That is good strength. He's found a way through. Now, can they get him away? Nuno Mendes. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. who can make the difference?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because...
And the volley! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
It's run loose here. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Doué! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now it's Neves. And it's Mendes. Mendes unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross needs to be good. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. João Neves. Paris Saint-Germain have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Vitinha. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's a shade optimistic. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to...
Oh, he's having a shot! He's scored! Mbappe at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Après 24 minutes de jeu, par le numéro 10.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was... Great chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Looking for a runner. Threads one in. Fabian Ruiz. Tchouaméni. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, what a climb! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Tchouaméni. Now Eder Militao. Nicely shaped ball. That's beautifully weighted. They get a throw in. Goulet looking for options for movement. And they've got rid. Madrid with the corner, they're first. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Tchouaméni. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He is the chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Passes short and shoots! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Tchouaméni looking to play him in. Rudiger. Looking for the run. Kvaratskhelia brilliantly cut out. He's given the time to pick a pass. Hakimi. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Paris Saint-Germain can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And if you have just shapes to shoot! And it's in! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Paris Saint-Germain grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That is good alertness. Ambitious ball here. Oh, no joy this time.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
It's a really well-measured ball. Rodrigo! Oh, that's a fine interception. Pacho. Alexander-Arnold does well to get it back. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Dembele being hunted in packs.
Yeah, what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Now it's Ramos. Goes for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Doué actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Probing pass. Goulet in acres of space out wide. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
He's in plenty of space here. And the shot! He's scored! And again they hit the front.
Yeah, look, let me tell you that when you're receiving a ball from behind, when you're on the move like that, can be very tricky to negotiate. But technically, I think he got that right. The finish was beautifully composed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. That'll be a throw-in.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Hakimi receives it in a wide position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Dembele. Great defending. It's Dembele! And he's there to belt it away. Has a shot! Should have equalised.
João Neves really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Shot, surely! And that could come back to haunt them.
Hakimi was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short.
Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Bellingham has created one goal already. And that's a dangerous ball. And the finish! Oh, terrible. And another try! So their fourth corner of the game. They've played it short. Dembele! And the lead stays intact, just.
Oh, what a chance. It looked to me like he just changed his mind at the last second there. Paris Saint-Germain have certainly approached the game in the right way and relentlessly pursuing their equaliser. They've come close on several occasions now, and they may well get it by the time the final whistle goes.
Goulet. Nicely spread. Hakimi. Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Paris Saint-Germain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Rudiger clears it away. That's the throw. And here's Vitinha. Chance for a shot! Oh, crossbar! Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Time added on, 4 minutes. Tries to pass it through. Now, there's the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Paris Saint-Germain can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. Your final thoughts, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations, and I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything